of the things I also want to talk to you about is we're talking about otherness and race, and that's part of your story. It's also part of the post that you wrote after the verdict came down in the George Zimmerman trial, and I'll read an excerpt from that. You said, "I don't know how to not internalize the overall message this whole Trayvon case has taught me. You ain't. That's a lesson I take from this case. I wasn't surprised at all, but that doesn't mean it doesn't sting any less. So I guess I'm struggling to get at least 1% of this feeling back from all this protective numbness I've built around me to keep me from feeling, because at the end of the day, I'm still human, right?" I mean, that to me is an incredibly powerful indictment of American society, that you have to protect yourself from the constant battery of inhuman forces that would make you think less of yourself as a person on Earth.
I mean, you'd think that, I guess in the age of, this is supposed to be like post-racial America.
Right.
You know, I've been on both campaigns and seen a lot of things happen, and I guess throughout life I just always thought that I just had to protect myself with all these layers, to not take it so personal. And I guess with the Trayvon verdict, we were in Amsterdam, and I was on stage, and I saw 3 friends like, "He got off," and I was like, "What are you saying?" And then I looked at my phone, and I couldn't believe it. I think that's the one time I actually walked away from a DJ gig. Like, I just cut my set short, and it was the straw that broke the camel's back. I think because at the end of the day, people don't necessarily, hip-hoppers are supposed to be like caricatures, one-dimensional. Not saying that people just see me as, oh, okay, this is a guy in that rap group, but just in general, I think that, rap music has sort of overtaken black culture, and people tend to just see a lot of us in black culture as just one-dimensional, without feelings or whatever. And I don't know, I internalized it. Like, I felt like I was him, and I felt like I was watching my own trial, and this was the message that America sent
to young black men and women everywhere. And the idea of emotion and feeling. I mean, you're wearing your heart on your, not sleeve, but lapel. But I'm serious. Like, the emotional impact to be told your life isn't worth anything is, I mean, it's hard to believe that we're in that place in America. And I mean, I think we have to wrap it up soon, but in terms of your the Facebook message that you wrote that was later printed on New York Magazine, the idea that even you, Questlove, have had experiences in elevators where women have not wanted to tell you what floor they're going to, and that in some ways, gaining entry to a club, it's like, oh, you're Questlove, your Questness is almost like camouflage for your blackness, so that people don't have to sort of actually confront the latent racism they may feel.
Yeah. 3 days ago, I had to use this book I got pulled over. He didn't explain why we got pulled over, but I had to use my book to prove that I was me.
Wow.
Hoping that, I mean, that's just, but this stuff happens all the time. I mean, people know that I'm a serial tweeter. I could make it full of that, but I choose not to. But, occasionally I do have to remind people that, we're human beings as well.
It's a really moving piece. It's a great book. I've used this to get out of law enforcement situations by saying that I know you. It doesn't work so well, but after this segment, I think it will.